Hello viewers, welcome to Janshakti Network. How much longer must our farmers wait to receive fair prices for their agricultural produce? How many more days must they wait for a profitable return on the paddy they sow with their blood and sweat? How much longer will our food providers be forced to sell their crops to middlemen at prices lower than the cost of production due to government apathy? Why is the entire control of the country's agricultural market gradually being handed over to corporates like Adani and Ambani by sidelining local retailers? No. The government has no answers to these questions. If the government truly cared, it could have legally implemented the minimum support price system. But apart from Kerala, neither the Narendra Modi-led central government nor any other state government has done so. Let us now look into what MSP really is and why it matters. MSP stands for Minimum Support Price. It is a crucial demand put forward by farmers to the Government of India. According to the farmers, in order to prevent losses from having to sell their produce at very low prices in the open market, the government should legally fix a minimum price based on a specific calculation. If the market price of a crop falls below this fixed rate, government agencies such as the Food Corporation of India will buy the produce from the farmers at the declared MSP. In essence, it acts as a protective shield for the food providers, ensuring them a guaranteed price for their crops so that they don't suffer financial loss or feel driven to the path of suicide. Currently, the Government of India has announced MSP for approximately 23 crops. Why MSP is important? MSP helps bring stability to the production of certain key crops, especially food grains like rice and wheat, which is crucial for the country's food security. MSP also provides an income safety net for farmers, particularly small and marginal ones. This reduces the risk of financial loss and offers some relief from the burden of debt in cases of overproduction or other market disruptions that cause prices to fall. MSP helps maintain prices at a certain level, ensuring stability in the market. MSP supports millions of farming families and has a positive impact on the rural economy. The National Commission of Farmers, headed by Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, clearly stated in its 2006 report that in order to rescue farmers from the agrarian crisis, they must be paid a remunerative price, at least 50% above the comprehensive cost of cultivation. However, even after 19 years, they remain hollow promises. Even the MSP announced remains mostly on paper since there is no assured procurement. There exists a substantial gap between the announced MSP and price realized by farmers. The cost of cultivation surveys show that the average price received by paddy farmers was 36% lower than the MSP at the rate of A2 plus FL in 2021 to 22. The minimum support price announced for the Kharif season 2025-26 by the BJP-led union government is yet another betrayal by the Prime Minister. To be precise, for the 11th Kharif in a row, the BJP government has made tall claims that it has given a major boost to farmers by approving a MSP package worth rupees 2.07 lakh crore for the Kharif season of 25 to 26. The corporate media has immediately joined the bandwagon and parroted the claim that the new MSP ensures at least 50% profit over the cost of production. In reality, this claim is far removed from the truth. The BJP government has indulged in a jugglery of numbers and distorted data to willfully mislead the public. In this context, since 2024, Indian farmers have been protesting, demanding an increase and legal guarantee of MSP. This movement initially began as the Delhi Chalo March towards Delhi, but due to government restrictions, the farmers were stopped at the Haryana-Uttar Pradesh border. Their current key demands include the government should enact a law to guarantee MSP for 23 crops, ensuring that private buyers cannot offer prices below the MSP. Currently, MSP is effectively enforced only for rice and wheat, while for other crops it is often violated. Waiver of farm loans, especially for small and marginal farmers. Although the Modi government withdrew the controversial farm laws in 2021, farmers fear that the government still intends to hand over the agricultural sector to private corporates, ignoring the interests of the common, middle and poor classes. The government claims to have already increased the MSP for some crops and argues that giving a legal guarantee to MSP would cause market instability and increase economic burden. In essence, while the government generously waives loans for industrialists, it is reluctant to consider the demands of the majority who contribute significantly to the country's GDP. However, the Modi-Amit Shah duo, close allies of Ambani and Adani, seem to have forgotten that the farmers' movement has the strength to force the government to concede. If the current government, which is now dependent on its allies in the Lok Sabha, forgets this, it may have to face the farmers' anger in the upcoming state elections. If the farmers' demands are not met, the situation could become increasingly difficult for the RSS and the BJP.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay updated with the latest incidents. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update. We will see you next time with more news that matters. Stay informed, stay safe.